The pandemic has been difficult for many sectors of the economy, but the ones that have been hit the hardest are physical businesses, reliant on people gathering indoors for extended periods of time. That means consumer-facing businesses like restaurants, bars, and movie theaters, but also companies that serve businesses, like the offices many of us no longer commute.
Thank you all for staying here. But before we leave, I would like us to slow down. What we use perhaps cost of living is some distance, almost of the future. But for most people, it isn't a serial. It's a daily experience. It is a choice you make in the supermarkets, the warriors you can carry on band, the plans you quietly postpone. So now I want us to speak honestly, not as a representative of any group, but as people. When you hear the words cost of living, what do you feel?
For me, it feels like pressure arriving before life has been begun. I'm about to graduate, and instead of feeling hopeful, I feel afraid. My friend and I don't talk about dreams anymore. We talk about survival, about which area is cheapest to rent, which meal we can skip, how long we can stay with our parents. I go through job listening and mental calculation nonstop. If I earn this much, how much goes to rent? How much to food? What about transport, phone bills, student loan? There's barely anything left. Saving feel impossible. Risk feel irresponsible.
You haven't even done the work yet, and you're already this worried?
Because we can see what's ahead. Rent raise faster than salaries. Employer want to experience but offer entry-level pay. We are told to be patient, but patient don't pay bills. Sometimes it feels like adulthood, begin with anxiety, not independence.
Oh, I hear this from young applicants, and it's painful because we know you are capable, but the system makes it hard.
I think I'm living the life you're afraid of. I work full time. I do what I'm supposed to, and yet every month feels uncertain. When my salary comes in, I don't celebrate. I calculate. I think about rent first, and the utilities, then food. Anything left is divided between family needs and emergencies. I don't ask myself what I want anymore. I ask what can wait.
That worry doesn't stop when you get home, does it?
No, it follows you everywhere. It affects how you speak to your children, how parents you are with your partner, or how patient you are with your partner, how well you sleep. You start feeling guilty for resting because rest feels unproductive. You feel like your value depends on how much you endure.
Do government assistance programs help that burden?
They help briefly, but real relief comes from long-term stability. Fair wages, affordable childcare, reliable public transport. Without those, we're always one emergency away from falling behind.
Yeah, many people think business owners are comfortable. The truth is, most small business owners are under constant pressure. Rent increases, supplier costs rise, electricity bills goes up. Every increase forces us to make difficult decisions. When we raise prices, customers get angry. When we don't, we operate at a loss.
So customers blame you directly.
Yes, because we are visible. We are the ones behind the counter, but they don't see the rising cost behind the scenes. Support schemes exist, but they are often complicated. Long forms, online portals, unclear instructions. By the time help arrives, many beginners are already struggling or closed.
When small business disappear, the community loses more than survives.
Exactly. We lose jobs, trust, and places where people feel connected.
I've lived alone enough to see Malaysia change many times. I remember periods when life was difficult, but people felt more secure about tomorrow. Today, growth feels uneven. Some move forward quickly, while others fall behind. Medical costs rise faster than patients, and older people worry about become a burden. What worries we most tough is younger generation. They are tired, not lazy, not weak, just tired. They carry fears that used to belong much later in life.
Because efforts no longer guarantee security.
And that uncertainty damages hope. A security cannot grow if its people are always afraid.
Even basic services like public transport are unreliable in many areas. When systems fall, people end up paying more time, more money, more energy.
Everything is digital now. For some, that's progress. For others, especially the elderly and the small traders, it becomes another barrier.
Progress should bring people together, not push some aside.
After listening to all of you, I realized something important. The issue is not just about money, right?
It's about dignity, being able to live without constant fear.
Yes, stability. Knowing one emergency won't destroy everything.
Yes, sustainability, so people and business can survive long term.
For sure, and fairness. So progress doesn't benefit only a few.
Yeah. Malaysia does not lack resource. What it needs is better listening. If conversation like us can happen more often, perhaps our place will begin to reflect the real lives, not just static. Thank you for all of your honesty, your courage, and your time. This conversation should not end here.